Tesla has begun to distribute the latest version of its highly anticipated self-driving beta software FSD Beta 10.69.3. This new version was supposed to be released after AI Day 2022 last month, but it was pushed back due to code updates and architectural upgrades. Tesla has published a long list of improvements in the release notes for FSD Beta 10.69.3. Welcome to Tech Heaven, and in this video we'll take a look at everything you need to know about Tesla FSD Beta 10.69.3 release notes. Tesla full self-driving beta version 10.69.3 appears to be in the works, and the update's release notes have been made public. The current version, like previous FSD Beta 10.69 update iterations, is being distributed to a small number of testers. Over the next few days or weeks, Tesla will most likely roll it out to more drivers in the FSD Beta tester pool. A quick read of the release notes for FSD Beta 10.69.3 reveals that Tesla has addressed some of the issues raised by testers in previous versions of 10.69. The release notes, which were shared by a whole Mars catalog, are as usual extremely detailed, but they do provide insight into some of the improvements in this update. The update appears to have improved photon control and reduced runtime of candidate trajectory generation by approximately 80%, which appears to be a theme of the update. While it is encouraging that the latest version has finally been released to internal testers, it may still be some time before it is made available to the general public, even if testing goes well and no major bugs are discovered. Given that we're now in November, and Elon Musk stated during Q3 2022 earnings call that a broad release to all owners who have purchased FSD capability will take place in mid to late November, we're most likely still a few weeks away from a public release. Tesla specifically improved lane selection and reduced velocity error. Tesla FSD beta testers have previously expressed concerns about lane selection and merging into multiple lanes to enter a gated community or another road. I am on the latest version, and my main issue is lane selection, an FSD beta tester said. Turn's approaching, but it never enters the turn lane. There are times when I have a right coming at me and it wants to get into the left lane, and so on. Other FSD beta testers have reported that their cars have difficulty crossing multiple roads to enter their gated community while FSD is activated. The FSD beta driver frequently disengages. FSD beta may be too aggressive when crossing multiple lanes, according to some testers. Other issues mentioned by FSD beta testers that Tesla may have addressed in 10.69.3 or will address in the future are obstacle challenges and weather complications. A few testers have reported that FSD beta has issues when it rains, particularly when some of the cameras are affected. Some beta testers reported that their vehicles did not detect or recognize certain items on the road or in front of them in version 10.69.2.3. Two testers, for example, reported that their Tesla vehicles did not recognize the exit gate to their communities. Another FSD beta tester reported that while using FSD Beta 10.69.2.2, his car did not detect a tire in the middle of the road. I was driving at 120 km/h on a major 3-lane highway with the FSD autopilot engaged. I had just left the city lights, so it was dark. There was a flat tire in the center lane. There was no response from FSD or autopilot, and I hit the tire because it was too late to take over manually to avoid it, he explained. He even mentioned that there was only minor damage during the test run. The tire, however, ripped off his Tesla's front license plate and mount. Along the lower air intake lip, there were also numerous black rubber marks. The verdict on 10.69.3 is still pending, but Tesla is paying close attention to beta drivers' concerns. The company is working hard to make FSD widely available in Q4 2022. As a result, FSD beta testers' feedback on 10.69.3 is likely to be very important as Tesla prepares for the general release. By the way, if you're watching us for the first time, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can enjoy our future videos while getting updated. Getting back to the topic, Musk previously hinted that FSD Beta 10.69.3 would bring significant improvements to Tesla's autonomous software. During AI Day, Musk hinted at some of the upgrades that could be included in 10.69.3, such as the car's ability to assess the velocity of fast-moving traffic. Smart Summon has so far been more of a fun party trick than a feature that FSD customers actively use. The summoning feature of the Tesla FSD still has some quirks to iron out before customers are comfortable using it on a daily basis. When navigating a parking lot to reach its destination, Smart Summon still has quirks. Customers typically use the feature when there are few people present or when cars are maneuvering through a parking lot. Smart Summon, for example, has difficulty when the car is parked backward with the nose out, because the first step to its destination is usually to back out of a parking space. I reported to Tesla a nasty bug in which the car forgets that it was reversing when it was last moving when it was turned off. When it restarts, it remembers its current location and direction of travel, but it assumes that it was driving forward, so it now thinks it's pointing 180 degrees from reality, said one FSD user of Smart Summon. It doesn't correct itself until it starts moving and can see from its GPS position that it's going in the opposite direction. And if it's parked somewhere without GPS reception, that can take a long time. Elon Musk noted in 2021 that Smart Summon could be useful at times, but it was mostly just a fun trick. He added that once Tesla moves those features to a single FSD stack, FSD summoning feature and highway driving will improve. During AI Day, an FSD expert stated that the FSD stack on highway drives is already outperforming Tesla's production stacks. He also mentioned a parking lot stack that Tesla hopes to incorporate into the FSD stack by the end of the year. Smart Summon and Auto Park are frequently used in conjunction with Tesla FSD, so that will basically bring us to sit in the car in the parking lot and drive till the end of the parking lot at a parking spot. The FSD expert explained of the parking lot stack. Tesla's FSD Beta program is currently running version 10.69.2.3. There have been some minor issues with 10.69 and subsequent iterations, but FSD beta testers have seen significant improvements since its release. Musk was correct when he stated that 10.69.3 is more than just a point update. It is a significant upgrade to the FSD beta stack. As stated in the release notes, architectural changes and improvements were a significant part of FSD beta version 10.69.3. Tesla has even retrained the neural network with new datasets to improve self-driving performance in low light conditions. These low visibility enhancements will also be seen in the future, as autopilot now relies solely on Tesla Vision following the removal of the radar and ultrasonic sensors. The safety of vulnerable road users is another area on which Tesla has focused in the update. The safety of these road users, whether at a crosswalk, footpath, or in any unexpected scenario, is critical if Tesla is to achieve full self-driving. The addition of the estimated distance and time to the destination is another short but interesting new feature in FSD Beta 10.69.3. This new version of FSD Beta was only available to a small number of Tesla owners, so test videos and reviews are scarce. However, the feedback on Twitter and YouTube has been mostly positive about the improvements in version 10.69.3. The final difficult task that Tesla must complete before this beta software can be considered a finished product is navigating busy city streets. Let's see how FSD Beta 10.69.3 fared in its first public trials. And with that being said, it's time to end our video, but before that would like to know whether you are excited for Tesla FSD Beta 10.69.3 release. Let us know in the comments. Like this video and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos like this. We'll see you in the next video.